Moms, raising responsible, independent kids doesn't happen overnight. It's shaped in the daily moments when we teach them to choose wisely, work diligently, and lead with integrity. This week, we're focusing on habits that help your child grow in maturity, like budgeting, goal setting, and even solving their own little problems without you jumping in to fix everything. Let's build these muscles together, one day at a time. Hi, I'm Rosie Perez, author of A Year of Love, 365 Days of Faith and Inspiration for Mothers. Every single week, I share simple, faithful ways to connect with your child and nurture love at every stage of motherhood. If you're new here, welcome. You can hop in at any time. These daily action steps aren't about checking boxes, they're about building stronger bonds with your child one day at a time. God has blessed me as a mom of four, and this series is my way of sharing that journey with you, honestly and with grace. Being a mom is a blessing, but let's be real, it's also really hard. There's no perfect formula, but with God's love guiding us, we can show up with purpose, healing, and hope. Subscribe and share this channel with another mama who needs encouragement. It helps the algorithm bring more moms into this space. And that's how we spread love one video at a time. Now let's dive into this week's Steps of Love. Day 190. Teach them to prioritize. Sometimes kids, and let's be honest, moms too, can feel overwhelmed by all the things they need to do. Today, teach your child how to create a simple to-do list, show them how to put first things first, and recognize the power of focus. Whether it's homework, chores, or downtime, prioritizing helps them learn balance and ownership over their time. Day 191, introduce goal setting. One of the best gifts we can give our kids is the belief that their dreams are possible with a plan. Help your child choose one short-term goal like finishing a book, mastering a skill, or saving up for something special. Then break it into steps and cheer them on. Goal setting helps them build confidence and reminds them that hard work leads to meaningful progress. Day 192. Teach the importance of budgeting. Money is a tool, not a master, and it's never too early to teach your child how to handle it with wisdom. Sit down with your child and walk them through the basics of budgeting. Show them how you track income and expenses, prioritize needs over wants, and make decisions that align with your family's values. When my kids were in high school, I didn't just talk about money, I showed them. I opened up our bills and explained what things cost, how we budgeted, and what sacrifices we made to stay on track. That reality check really helped them understand why we turn off lights, avoid unnecessary spending, and planned ahead. As Proverbs 21:5 says, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. So teach your child that wise planning leads to peace, and that managing money well also honors God. Day 193, prepare a family tradition meal. I learned to cook from my mom and my grandma, and let me tell you, there were no exact measurements. It was always échale un poquito de aquí, un poquito acá, and taste it until it feels right, or it tastes right. No recipe cards, just sabor and lots of love. So today, invite your child into the kitchen and prepare a family favorite together. Let them stir the pot, sprinkle the seasoning, and taste as they go, because that's how traditions are passed down. When my kids moved out, they realized real quick that takeout doesn't taste like mommy's arroz con gandule, avena, spaghetti a la Perez, and my famous corn souffle. Suddenly I was getting phone calls like, how much is a dash again? So what do I do now? I launched a YouTube and TikTok just for them, and now for you too, because sometimes mama's love needs a little tutorial. So want to keep your family recipe alive? Start with one dish. Let it be imperfect as long as it's yours. And yes, you can find all of my recipe on Rosie's Kitchen Journey, because the best legacies are served with a side of garlic, grace, and maybe a little spilled sazon. Family meals aren't just about food, they're about connection. They remind our kids that they're part of something rich and meaningful, even if it starts with burning the rice a few times. Let's move on to the next day. Day 194. Assign a responsibility. Whether it's watering plants, setting the table, or managing the family group chat, without starting drama, of course, every age can handle a little responsibility. I'll never forget when we brought home our first pet, Kobe. It was all hands on deck, feeding him, bathing him, walking him, and of course, sneaking him extra treats. He brought out the best in each of our kids and taught them that real love shows up in everyday care. So today, assign your child a meaningful task. It's not about perfection, it's about building trust, confidence, and those I got this moments, whether they're 7 or 17. Day 195, discuss the value of integrity. Integrity isn't just something we talk about, it's something we model. Today, sit with your child and explain what it means to do the right thing even when no one's watching. Tell them how living with integrity reflects God's heart and builds trust with others. Proverbs 10:9 says, whoever walks in integrity walks securely. So let them know, walking in truth may not always be easy, but it always leads to peace. Day 196, encourage independent problem solving. Today, present a simple challenge. Maybe it's a toy that needs fixing, a puzzle to solve, or a tech glitch they can figure out. Then, take a step back, resist the urge to jump in, let them wrestle with it, think it through, and try. You're not just raising a child, you're raising someone who can rise, reflect, and grow. And sometimes a little space is the greatest support you can give. Mom, I hope this week's video gave you something to hold on to, something that reminds you you're not alone. Whether you're raising little ones or guiding grown children, God is with you in every season of motherhood. And if faith isn't something you've explored yet, I want you to know that God sees you. He loves you and He's right there with you in the middle of motherhood. If you're ready to take that step and invite Jesus into your heart, you can pray this with me. Jesus, I believe you are the Son of God. I believe you died for my sins and rose again so I could have new life. I ask you to come into my heart. Forgive me and lead me. I want to know you and walk with you. Amen. If you prayed that for the first time today, welcome to the family of God. I'm so proud of you. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about showing up every day with love, patience, and a heart that keeps turning back to Jesus. If today's message encouraged you, check out the Real Mom Talks playlist, where I sit down with everyday moms who share their stories of faith, family, and resilience. And if you have a story that could inspire another mother, I'd love to hear it. So reach out to me. I'd be honored to interview you. Until next week, keep loving intentionally and leaning on His grace. God bless.